Gordon, as the world celebrates New Year's Eve, the government is trying to make sure Times Square is secure from a terrorist attack. Times Square has been on edge every year since 9/11, but especially this year with an attempted terrorist attack taking place there in May. Paul Strand has the story.
Thousands of police will be deployed tonight to watch over the million or so people expected to crush into Times Square for the annual ball drop at midnight. There's no specific threat, but this is the first big public event in Times Square since convicted terrorist Faisal Shahzad tried to detonate a car bomb there May 1st. Some 500 new security cameras will be scrutinizing the crowd, along with police towers and a high-tech command center.
They're always looking for suspicious activity with people, suspicious behavior, people that are not cooperative with them. Especially on New Year's Eve, you would be cooperative. If you're going to go, you're going to be cooperative. And so they're always looking for that. They're looking for things that just don't seem right.
Hundreds of radiation detectors will be dispersed throughout the area, along with devices that can detect biological contaminants. The crowds will be shepherded into closely scrutinized pens, and backpacks and big bags are banned in those. New York's attitude is you can never be too cautious. 6 terrorist plots to attack the city have now been foiled since 9/11. And it's well known terrorists like to hit areas where they can kill as many people at once as possible.
We have really been intensely watching New Year's Eve at Times Square, almost with a anticipation of something happening because it does have such a high profile all over the world.
The city sets up 17 miles of barricades and numerous security entrance points hours before the event and has uniformed police standing every few yards across the entire Times Square area. Paul Strand, CBN News.
Islamic terrorists have killed 2 more Iraqi Christians, attacking 4 Christian homes with bombs and grenades Thursday night. The tiny Christian community has been keeping a low profile during the holidays. 60 Iraqi Christians were killed in October when terrorists attacked their church. One Christian in Iraq's parliament blamed security forces for not taking the threats against Christians more seriously. States out west are recovering after being hit by a major winter storm system. Main highways were shut down and flights canceled in New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming. And even though most of these states are accustomed to winter weather, this storm system caught many people off guard.
We know that the weather is going to be bad, but we didn't think it's going to be like that bad.
Forecasters are predicting more of the same for parts of New Mexico and Wyoming. 200,000 people in Australia are facing floodwaters, covering an area larger than France and Germany combined. Military aircraft are dropping supplies to towns cut off by the floods, and residents are stocking up on food or evacuating their homes. The floods began last week after heavy rains caused rivers to overflow. If you're not planning to make a New Year's resolution, you've got company. A new Marist poll shows 56% of Americans don't think they'll make one this year. Among those who might make resolutions, 17% want to quit smoking, another 16% want to lose weight, and 13% hope to spend less and save more. Welcome back to Washington for this CBN Newsbreak. In Nigeria, 3 people have been wounded in another attack by members of a radical Muslim sect. It's the same group of Muslims blamed for attacks on churches that killed 6 people on Christmas Eve. Operation Blessing in Peru is working to reach the poorest communities in the country, and one way they're doing it is giving new pairs of shoes to children in that country for Christmas. More than 14,000 pairs of shoes were handed out in just 3 communities. One of the children who received a new pair of shoes was 9-year-old Sandra. She says she's grateful because she will finally be able to play with her classmates at school without rocks and sand hurting her feet. And you can learn more by going to ob.org.